right at the beginning itself, when we started Bṛhat in 2021, I wouldn't venture too much into the circumstance, but I had already assembled a team. And you can imagine it's not easy to assemble a team. And I've always been somebody who built teams first. And then with the team, you get to the product and the vision. And a lot of this was built on reputation and goodwill and people wanting to be associated with you. And in some of these cases, people had by then quit. We were just about to announce this. We had the initial conversations, and they moved. In some cases, they moved states. In one case, somebody had moved a nation to be with us in Hyderabad. So people had already quit. And what I thought was secure in terms of funding or in terms of some other arrangements did not come through. Right? And therefore, this challenge of what to do then. One is, if you read a lot of literature, we end up in the modern context post-rationalizing whatever we witness as success and imagine that that's how it is. But if you look at tradition and if you look at the idea of dharma, it's very clear that transparency and the ability to lead by showing accountability is what dharma tells you. Think of dharma as esoteric, but dharma, if you look at it in a day-to-day context, is to truly understand what behaviors sustain. So at that point, I had this choice whether I can take into confidence people who've never worked with me. If at least those are people that I've worked with for a long time and they know that there is a potential. They had come together because they thought it was promising. There was some goodwill and there was a reputational cost associated with it. But if I didn't open up, if I didn't tell them that this is what happened, then I wouldn't have been able to get the kind of respect that endures. Inspiration can be momentary, but respect is the one that secures inspiration for a longer period. So I had a conversation right at that time with them, and I told them that I'm putting my personal stake into this. And this is also the spirit of yajna that you understand from civilization. These ideas feel so otherworldly till you actually bring them into your life. Right? Yajna begins with what are you putting into it, right? And I had just the choice: should I abandon this now, ask for forgiveness, and cut my losses, and ask people to move back to wherever they were, or should I take everyone into confidence, back myself, put whatever I have at stake because I'm saying that this idea is precious to me? Should I put my stake into it and say that I will prioritize your interests over everything else, and I will secure this for as long as I can, and I will be always accountable and transparent to you? And just guided by tradition, and this is where gurus and just the ability to listen to them sincerely helps. The only advice that I got was, you pray to Durga Ma and do what you're planning to do. Right? And you consider everything that you get after this also as an offering back to her. So this idea that we keep hearing in tradition, that it is flowing through me, that you are not the author, there is no doership. All of this, they sound archaic, but if you truly act on it in a moment of, criticality in your life, you will see how powerful they are. They are not ideas; they are truth. They are not abstractions of the intellect. They are actually the ontological core of this civilization.